So today we're gonna play Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York visual novel game. This world of vampires has different clans with different features and curses. But this one is particularly about the clan Los Sombra that embraces the darkness, is very ruthless and wants to go to the top very fast, and is connected to a mysterious shadow realm called Oblivion. And they are very power hungry, and sometimes they are controlling, and they need to learn how to balance this darkness with normal life. Let's go. Welcome to my castle. Don't expect everyday logic to work here. It went out of the window sometime after midnight, maybe earlier. My kingdom is not of this world, you see. It lies far outside of concrete, tangible reality. I've tried to identify the way people reach it, and I'm convinced it has something to do with the moon. Some say the moon's aura can turn them insane. You've heard the phrase moonstruck and lunatic. The way I see it, moonlight gives them some subliminal permission to reveal their true selves. And so, whenever they let the silver radiance guide them to the gates of this place, they feel different. Once they pass the doorstep, they're ready to act out. A dance of horrors and marvels begins. It's 3:31 a.m. Welcome to Big Beat Burger. If you're here at this hour, you're not exactly readying up to be a productive member of the society coming tomorrow morning. More likely, you're praying the sunrise never comes. Insatiable children of the night gather round, hoping to bask in the afterglow of tonight's victories on wind after frustrating series of failures, or simply fight to keep themselves together. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here, greedily reveling in every interaction they have. They have no idea they're only here for my amusement. To them, I'm just a random girl sitting in the corner. But this is my domain. I've been coming here almost every night for years. I know where to sit, where to look, and where to eavesdrop for maximum amusement. I'm basically a voyeur, and unashamed to admit it. It gave me insight about the human condition I never otherwise have gathered, and more importantly, a necessary skill set to make ends meet as a journalist. As I write on my crappy old laptop, I guess she is poor because she says crappy old laptop. Patiently waiting for the legion of negative voices in my head to get too tired to offer useless feedback, I keep my senses peeled to pick up stories around me. Of course, a lot of regular events such as food fights are nothing to write home about, aside from my unfortunate tendency to become collateral damage in someone else's battles. I once had a friend like that. She was very visual. I was talking to her and suddenly she mentions, "Look, the guy behind your back is doing this. Look, something happened behind you." She betrayed me at the end. She was the type of person. I talked to her about everything, but she kept being silent. And at first I thought, oh, she's shy. But at the end, I just realized that she's a type of person that feeds off information, but doesn't give you information, any information about herself, like personal, daily routine stuff, nothing. Like she just was being so secretive. I don't know why she was like that, and at the end, I figured out the mask fell off. Up to this day, I've had to wash my clothes because of Coke, Diet Coke, hot coffee, apple pie, and some sort of improvised honey mustard bomb. Every scene tells a different story. Sometimes this hobby is exhausting. Sometimes it's disturbing. Sometimes it's dangerous, although not as risky as back when I wasn't carrying pepper spray. Still, the sights I've taken in over the years here have made it absolutely worth it. I've got so many stories I don't know where to begin. Theatrical breakups, impromptu morning parties, unexpected friendship forged in the fires of senseless battle, a lady in a gorgeous Givenchy dress ordering a box of takeout chicken nuggets, paying in cash with her hands completely covered in blood. She was asked if she wants a napkin. She said no. Two thirsty macho dudes shamelessly going for it in the corner. Hushed moaning filling the lobby while everyone around valiantly fights to act as usual and maintain an illusion of normalcy. A straight up kung fu fight between a diminutive cashier and some drugged bodybuilder going through a psychotic episode trying to break all the windows. The big guy left the joint fully convinced he KO'd himself while the service worker was just standing next to him, seemed proud of his victory too. A middle-aged hag getting a heart attack after screaming her lungs out not to let Muslims near her food, just because she saw a white girl wearing a hairnet behind the corner. The team that built this game is called World of Darkness. They seem very nice people, in my opinion, because in their games, in their stories, I've seen that they try to keep it diverse, like equal rights. They care about equal rights, and I think they are kind-hearted. A masked couple robbing the restaurant of thirsty hamburgers, forcing the employees to cook at gunpoint. Police later said those were art students reenacting some hipster book they read. This is life. This isn't life. In my opinion, this isn't life. Not normal. These things are not normal. This is humanity at its worst and best. This is a noise that serves as a foundation for my creativity. This is the soma that keeps me up going. This is as pathetic as it may sound these days, this is the only place where I feel like actually weird, because I don't get good vibes from the restaurant. I don't know. First, I don't like these two dudes here that they're sitting. They sound dark. The design is not very artistic. Like, it's not very chic. And she says it has fights. Well, I guess she likes this type of thing. But if that was me, I wouldn't want to be there. Like, I usually prefer something artistic, like maybe a little bit cozy. Sometimes I think of myself as a leech, feeding on these people's stories. That my friend too, like, she fed information, like it's scary emotions and personalities just because I'm not satisfied with mine. At times, guys, like she figured out a lot of secrets about me that my friend, and ended up very bad. Ah, why did I trust her? Oh, because she was constantly silent. Some people do that. It's a technique. Many people use that technique. Some people like just be cautious. Like I've seen many people in power actually do that too. Like if you are talking to someone constantly and you are the one that does the talking, something isn't normal. Believe in your intuition. Something isn't normal. At times I think of my psyche as some kind of shitty postmodern construct that is fundamentally incapable of honesty. She's mean to herself, but only yearns for something felt and truthful. Does this even make any sense? I look at the screen of my laptop, 3:47 a.m. At this point, I'm also somnambulic. I know somnambulics means like you are very sleepy. But nothing interesting has happened yet. Feels like all the customers are watching each other's tonight, hoping for the others to provide a fun diversion. This is my turf, you parasitic douchebags. Next time, go find your own. Oh, I guess someone else is saying it. Yeah, someone else said it. Think it's time to call it a night. The coffee I always order so that they don't kick me out is undrinkable. I reread the rough draft I've been working on for the last 6 hours. How does she work in a cafe? It's so noisy. One time I went to the library, tried to study, and one woman was just clicking the laptop constantly with her mouse, and just said to her, please don't do that, please just stop. She didn't like it, and I think she stopped. She was very displeased that I said that. God damn, this is a pure trash. Hold the backspace button until the Google Documents page is nothing but a calm white slate and let out a sound of a deep relief. There's no pleasure more intoxicating for a frustrated writer than ragging on someone even worse than them. And what target is easier than the dumb bitch used to be 10 minutes ago? I checked the time again. I need to go. I have an important meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I have a hunch it's not going to end well. Look, this girl is actually very powerful. It's not an easy job to do day-to-day work, to keep doing the same thing, and I can see that she doesn't even sleep well. So I think she tries really hard, but I can see that she doesn't get paid because she said my crappy old laptop. But I love her consistency. I think she's patient. She's very sharp. And it's not because I'm an irresponsible dumbass who's going to need a few cups of coffee to simply function on a basic level despite like 4 hours of sleep. I just don't know why she is mean to herself. It's because I always have a hunch things are not going the way they're supposed to. Click, clack. If this click clack was in library, I would be there and say, please don't do this. One of the reasons that I hate working in office. Imagine me in office, like I keep need to tell people I'm working. Don't talk, don't do the click clack thingy. The loud clatter of keyboards assaults me from all sides. Oh, she has problem with that too. Makes this splitting headache unbearable. I told you, like she's having it rough. Used to be, I dreamed of nothing else but being a part of New York Lodster editorial team. It was the first magazine I started reading regularly, the first magazine I ever bought for myself. Now simply hearing the word Lodster is enough to ruin my mood. Never mind seeing all these old farts phoning in more reactionary opinions, columns, and Wikipedia level analysis of current events. Click, click, click. They are trying to. They used to destroy and rebuild my entire worldview every month. They shaped my thinking about politics, art, journalism. So that's why she became a journalist. She liked it, saw it, like it. They even pointed me toward my favorite cigarette brand. For God's sakes, no, cigarettes bad for you. Please don't. Such cute girl. Why are you smoking? Don't. Then some talented people started leaving for greener pastures. Some got too wrapped up in their own neuroses. Neuroses is like the problems that they have mentally. Some became complacent. All of them committed the sin of allowing themselves to grow older. Yes, guys. Growing old, like it's all about energy. Like people keep your energy high and you never get old. Like, especially in personality types, like be alive, like keep your like child within alive, like just like some people get older and they started to dislike the things that they liked, or they just reject, not child within, just like your soul. For example, someone is a kid and likes cartoons. And why, when she gets older, she doesn't like it anymore? Like, either she really changed or something was killed off in her soul. My opinion is the second one is mostly common. Just protect yourself, protect your energy. Fresh blood was deemed unnecessary, even though young freelancers kept being bled dry. I've heard that many writers these days are struggling to find a good career because of the low payments, and they don't feel respected enough, and they cannot really make a living with writing and this stuff like that. This business is turning into something that young children and people do, or people do that when they have money. If they don't have money, they cannot fully be a writer because they don't get paid that much, and that's very sad. And I think this one also mentions something like that. These days, whenever someone from outside Loduster talks about Loduster, it's because of a few idealistic contributors willing to accept meager pay while putting in serious work, dumbasses. The problem is just exactly like they're not dumbasses, they are passionate people, but I hope the situation gets fixed because it's really affecting the media. Like good series, good animations, we need them. The magazine specializes in publishing pale echoes of provocative ideas I heard somewhere else a few years prior, wrapped in an aesthetic that hasn't been cutting edge for a decade. No wonder their leadership is in free fall. But even though, yep, if something really is not stable, the structure is toxic, it will fall down. Eventually it will. But even though the ship is sinking, the old guard won't let it go down without a fight. Fighting won't change the collapse. Rest assured, it will happen. As in, if anyone from the outside attempts to board the vessel in hopes of fixing its course or its holes, they will be swiftly taken care of. No, not always, in my opinion. I should know, been there, done that. As it stands, the only full-time staff member who doesn't make me regularly attempt to cringe my face off with his writing, I guess it's this guy, Brian. Is Loster editor-in-chief Brian NG, the man sitting in front of me right now. Of course, he only has time for editorials these days, a drop of the sea of needs. Managerial duties hit him hard. It's the second time he lets out a theatrical cough like this. He said his piece. Now it's up for me to react and I'm coming up blank. But what do you want me to say, Brian? I'm pissed off. She's thinking to herself. I can tell you've already made up your mind, but you still want to go through the motions just to make me feel listened to. It's like he wants to start but he doesn't, waiting for her to start. Whatever, let's do this. Okay, so we have 3 options, and it's about a fight. As it's mentioned, she said, I have a meeting, it won't be good. So these are the things that the fight is about. I think, all 3 is about mostly one thing. It's about, a man, a bad man. This bad man. Okay, let's go with second. I feel stupid that I even have to say this out loud, but you're essentially covering up for Ryan. No, I'm not. No, just face it. Let's say the Harvey Weinstein story appeared on your desk instead of reaching the New York Times. Okay, Harvey Weinstein story. Is this a story that she's talking about? Don't you compare me to the Times. Oh, they don't like Times. You know what? That's a low blow. You're asking for it and you're not exactly in a position to talk about low blows here. That's not the core of the issue. You're avoiding the core of the issue. Now I believe I'm pinpointed in a precise way. So I guess Brian knows how to play with words. Unlike Julia is bold. If it were up to me, I'd greenlight the article here and now and we wouldn't be having this conversation. But you're killing the article just because some rich shit told you he doesn't like it. Get real. This is not about some millionaire jerk calling me to make me an offer I can't refuse. Okay, like so, I guess the fight is that she gave an article but he disagrees because it's dangerous. Like some problem this Brian guy is facing because of power. Like some person in the top is just saying no, this article is bad. What is this about then? Because it looks awfully like it's about my bosses telling me this outlet can't afford the legal action we have already been threatened with. Yes, the article is dangerous. They've been threatened with. So, millionaire interference. Oh, for crying out loud, Julia, don't make me treat you like a child. You know how this works. I publish your story. This Thiel versus Gawker. These two are names. Thiel and Gawker. All over again. A lawsuit here, a lawsuit there, until we're bled dry. Okay, he is mentioning that we, because of you, had other problems. Like we had also legal problems because of stuff like that. We can't have that again. I have a mortgage. I have 3 masks waiting to be fed at home. I have an amazing team that doesn't deserve to be torn apart over some. Do you think it's telling you mention your mortgage first? No, don't you think it's telling you mention? So Julia is saying, oh, you see, you know, like you it's about your mortgage, not the team. You know, like something like that. Like it's about mortgage, not the whole my article is the problem, like the team and stuff like that. Silence. Just asking questions. I know better than to get into these empty semantic arguments with you, Miss Swansky. Sawinski. You're good at them. Actually, no. Oh yeah, Julia is good at arguing, like defending herself. You're good at them. The problem is you're still not good enough. Meaning, you're too in love with weaving a good story and establishing a seductive narrative to let facts get in the way. You've got enough boring pursuits with no principles on the board these days. They always give you facts because that's all they can do. I'm using facts as a way to approach some kind of truth. Except facts can blindside you. And Double Spiral has enough facts to water down your story to the point where it makes no sense to publish it. Their HR and PR are working overtime to deliver convincing counter-narrative, and they're doing a great job. Won't mitigate the damage completely, but will put every little thing in question. HR human resource. PR means public relations. Just Montgomery is a race. This Julia. Oh, I just love the fact that she just throws. Julia throws like throws the word like bold words. Let me say it again. Do you personally believe it or not? This is not. You've listened to the tapes, you've heard the transcripts, you've seen the documents, you've got the files. I'm asking for your personal opinion. Do you believe it or not? Click, clack, click. The worst time this clicking can come. Thank you. No wonder I had problem with that woman in the library. Of course I can do. No, of course I do. But that's beside the point. It's not, look, how about I just say it out loud and save us both time. We're not having this conversation because there's an actual conversation to be had. I figured it out. I figured it out that this isn't the main point that Brian wants to say. He was twisting something. You set up this meeting knowing very damn well there is only one way it's going to end. You've got a mortgage and 3 mouths to feed. You've prioritized their well-being of your direct surroundings over some nebulous concept of greater good. Oh yeah, so she's saying like you care more about that rather than the story of whatever that I'm publishing. I get it, I really do. Of course, she's publishing a story that is messing with people in power. Yet for some reason, it seems like you're only prolonging this conversation and rationalizing your decisions so that I forgive you, officially exonerate you. I'm not a bad guy here, Julia. Okay, so Julia is like a bold type, so she would probably say yes, you are. I think you are, Brian. Julia. But I know you're generally a decent guy, so you must have prepared something you can say to turn this ship around. I'm still waiting for you to say it. You've made your deal, but you're not the type to... So just tell me, how can you make this up to reset your karma? What have you got? So Julia believes in this Brian and just really believes he has a very kind heart or stuff like that. He mutters something under his breath, ending with a self-pitying chuckle. Bad guy, decent guy, a victim of circumstances. I don't know if you really care about the distinction, but to be honest, as Loser Editor-in-Chief, all I've got for you is something that will make you think I'm the biggest scumbag in the universe. Oh, come on, don't turn this a pity party. No, absolutely, I'm absolutely a scumbag. And what is that? Because I'm firing you. I had a feeling. Like look at the face of the guy, like just like that. Yeah. So her intuition was right. Her meeting was going to be a very bad meeting. She lost her job. My thoughts were scrambled. For a brief moment, the state of my bank account displays before my eyes with startling clarity. A howling void opens my chest and starts traveling towards my stomach. I felt that with you. No, don't panic yet, you idiot. Get more information now. There must be a catch. So she is the type of person that, like, during difficult situation doesn't lose herself. At least tries to show it like that. And what about my work? You're joking. I will go with your joking. Oh, I get it. You're just kidding. No, I'm a jerk here, but not that much of a jerk. No way, you're gonna say it's just a prank. I know, this isn't you. This isn't me, it's them. What them? Who's them? He glances left and right and then points upward for a short moment. When he speaks up again, it's in a hushed voice. You know, the big kahunas can't really question them. And they wanted your head on a silver plate. Yes, so kahunas mean elites, people in power. He's not looking me in the eye. You're not joking? As I said, I would never joke about stuff like this. Wow, I just feel bad for Julia. It's real. Bye. It's real. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So sad. She is so sad. Oh my god. When she gets sad, I get sad. I like her, okay? I feel bad. All these years, all these grind, all my plans and whole, you know. Oh my god, I should have said that. All these years, all these grind, all my plans, and for what? I cannot say all these bad words that you say. Deserve better. I deserve better. Yeah, you read this part for your own. Did you finish it? Okay, let's go. No. Take a few deep breaths. Don't lose the plot now. Keep yourself together, you idiot. She is so mean to herself. The moment you show weakness, they go for your throat. Get back in the control. Yes, it's true actually. In these situations, weakness is very bad. Like being emotional, being weak. Just like act normal, like just maybe like I don't know, but they shouldn't see your weakness. I agree with her. You can't do this. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to, but it's a lost cause. No, I mean it's impossible. Julia, you can't fire someone who's never been hired in the first place. It takes him a few seconds to put on his "oh I get it" face, let out a troubled gasp, and start massaging his temples. Luster has been my biggest source of income for the past few years. That much is true. But technically, nobody has ever hired me here. It was our freelance job. Oh, This is actually better. Like you are free to leave. You can go or you can stay. Like good. Freelance. A full-time position only served as a kind of a dangling carrot. A promise of a decent pay grade, career perspectives, maybe even some kind of insurance to save my failing health. Okay, you smoke. That's why you have failing health. I'm kidding. No, sorry. Your failing health is because you are mean to yourself. And the recognition I would get for being a part of the Luster team, a position that everyone around me seems to respect aside from me. Then why did I want it so much? There will be a time to mourn about what could have been. For now, I should act like I don't care. You know what I mean? If I let you work even under a fake name, it would be a guillotine for me. Like, it means like they would try to like really hurt this person. This is ridiculous. You know I'm going to start shopping this story around the second I leave this room, don't you? Of course I know. I told them. Any response? Let us worry about that. Well, that doesn't sound ominous. Okay, like ominous means like a very bad omen. Oh, that is actually scary. Click clack, click clack. I do wonder if I could accustom to one of these loud mechanical keyboards some people here love to use. Whenever I did my work here, I was still expected to bring my own crappy laptop and sit closer to the lobby. Always on the outside, no matter how hard I try to break in. A vibration in my back pocket feels like a bad omen. I decided to ignore it for now. Yeah, sometimes some people call me and I just feel I shouldn't answer that. Of course, she's in the middle of a fight. Like, Right now she cannot really pick up her phone. I've been working on this fucking story for I've been working on this story for, I don't know, like 16 months and on and off. I know. You keep cheering me on. I know. We haven't even agreed on the pay I'd receive. I know. I'm 2 months behind on my rent. No, wait, 2.5. I catch him off guard. He's momentarily taken aback and then gives me an empathetic stare. Don't you look at me this way. You don't have the right. She's thinking to herself. I didn't know. Well, now you do. Look if there's anything I can do to help. If you can tell your big kahunas to, I don't think there's a single thing. Julia, I pull out a smoke and I light it up. Gotta get back in control. Please don't do that. There's a smoke detector here. No worries. Nick turned it off a few weeks ago. Probably the most creative thing he's done in the past 5 years. Good old Nick. The perfect 21st century cinema reviewer. Never has an original thought of his own. Just relies on his purely algorithmic taste to stay likable, and the best thing is it works. But I don't know about like professionally, but in like friends and friendship and friends group, the person that is being liked by everybody, the person that can communicate with every person, doesn't have a boundary, actually is very two-faced. This is what I really believe. If a person is liked by everybody, communicates by everybody, it shows that she isn't her true self in the relationships. Funny, I used to dream about his job. It was Brian who killed this dream, making me realize Nick won't be unseated anytime soon, and offered to teach me the ways of an investigative journalist instead. Oh, so Brian like really tried to convince her that do this investigative stuff. I wasn't the career I ever wanted to pursue, but to my dismay, I turned out to be surprisingly good at it until this Montgomery thing happened. Listen, learn. Should have pursued my dreams instead. Stop it. Nicholas is a good friend, a respected critic, a member of my team, and put out that smoke. People tell me I let you step all over me. Why do I even let you act this way? I don't like the type of people like Brian. They just like they try to guilt you, and I don't know, I just don't like that. Because you once told me, look, she's bold and honest. I like bold and honest. Honesty. Brian isn't honest. It's like tries to like, you know, like not say the whole thing, and you just push something on the cover. Like, I don't know, I just look at Brian's, like, I don't know why Julia likes this guy. Because you once told me honesty is the most important thing in a mentor-student relationship, and that it works both ways, and because I thought we were friends. He bites his lip and stares sideways to avoid my eyes. And the end of the day, bosses aren't friends. Must have been a terrible mentor if I didn't even teach you that. That's harsh. Yeah, could have been a bit better. There's too much shared history between us, so I'm reluctant to make this parting of ways too bitter. I might have failed as a guide, but I will do what I can not to leave you stranded, okay? There are options. None of them are remedy for all your troubles, but... Oh, wait a second. Another vibration in my pocket, another foreboding feeling. This time, I reluctantly take the smartphone out of my pocket. If it has to rain, why not let it pour? She's bold and brave. I like it. In the middle of firing, she reluctantly even pulls out her phone. A new email. It's a lengthy one, and the sender is speak of the devil. No, this can't be. Christ. I just got an email from Milo Lopez. She claims she just been laid off from Double Spiral, same as Mike Antonoff and Jared Rivera. Like, these names aren't really important. What? Yeah, what happened? Spare me all her insults, okay? I spare you all her insults, okay? The key thing is, it seems their HR, human resource, knows all the confidential information about my journalistic investigation and used it to shut everyone's mouth. Hell, apparently Montgomery walked up to Lopez, emailed her as she was emptying her desk and told her to thank me for being a quite dumb and careless. Brian goes pale. I think he has a very good reason to. Okay, swearing? You outed my sources? What? Of course not. What are you even saying? Don't you dare to play coy. It must have been either you or me, no one else. And you know the way I work. My investigation was basically untraceable, both on and offline. Carefully picked meeting spots, encryption upon encryption, every data code rewritten 5 times, just in case. All sort of red herrings scattered around. I know my... You know I do. And this timing... Did you just pass a flash drive to your beloved big kahunas during a meeting as a sign of goodwill? Look, I get it, you're upset. But why don't we just talk this through calmly? Okay, most of them are just one thing. Fury takes the wheel and I'm just here along for the ride. I can't do anything about it. In a deranged way, realizing you're just a passenger in your own body feels liberating. Let's just see it all unfold. Calmly, Brian. Julia, guilting. He did the bad thing and Bryce, Julia. I've been paranoid for months and months, acting like everyone I didn't know was an assassin or corporate spy. I know I haven't messed up, not in a way that would implicate all of them. You, goddamn you thought you could get away with this? I haven't done anything improper. Don't push the blame on me. So what, you're claiming it's my fault? Oh, I told you, guilting. Because you're never the guilty one. It's always the bosses, the economy, the obligations you have. And now me? You're being silly. Like, Brian, it sounds like an irresponsible person. You're being silly. Quit with the martyr. That? Calm down or I have to. Now look. Threatening. You're mortal. Immoral. You calm down for God's sake. And so it goes. I yelled out a lot of words I wanted to say for a long time but held back. I fling a lot of insults I've been workshopping for years, hoping I never use them. And I break a few things. Break a few things! I like Julia. You go, girl. You go, girl. Mwah. At times, for a split second, I see pity on somebody's eyes. It's gonna haunt me for a long time. But in the heat of the moment, I don't care. These people, no, this company has nothing left to offer me. So at least let me take this catharsis. It means releasing your emotions. In the end, a security guard has to escort me out of the building, and that's the end of my journalistic career.